Welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a DIY on this cute Easter bunny decor. So I made this bunny decor using items from the Dollar Tree. I was going to use moss and cover it, but I decided to use burlap ribbon instead. You can go ahead and do whichever one you like, but these are the items that I used from the Dollar Tree. So you're going to want to begin by removing the bow, the tinsel from the bunny. It's pretty easy to remove, but if you get stuck, you can just use scissors and cut your way through. Next, we're going to take our burlap ribbon and start wrapping our bunny. So I took a piece here and covered the ear just so that it can give me more coverage as I wrap the bunny ear. So you're going to want to do 2 pieces. Now that you have your 2 pieces, you're going to start by gluing them to the bunny ears. You're going to want to put glue on the plastic part and just be careful because it is burlap, so the hot glue will seep through. And I just gently tapped it down. Once it was dried, I went ahead and folded the corners in. This is going to be the back of the bunny, so it doesn't need to be neat because no one's going to see it. Now we're going to take our burlap and start wrapping it around our bunny ear. So you're going to want to take a piece, glue it to the back, and just wait for it to cool down a little bit before you start pressing it down. So once that dries, you're going to want to pull tight and start wrapping it around your bunny ear. As you wrap the burlap, you want to make sure that you pull tightly so that it's secure and it doesn't come undone. Okay, once you get to the bottom, you're going to want to turn your bunny around, cut the burlap, and glue it down. You're going to want to repeat the same steps on the other bunny ear. Now that we're done with the bunny's ears, we're gonna start gluing the burlap to the bunny's head. So you're just gonna wanna take a piece and glue it to the plastic. Once it's completely dried, you're gonna wanna take your burlap and start wrapping it around the bunny's head and pulling it tight each time that you wrap it. And here I just wrapped it in between the ears and went onto the side of the ear and continued to wrap the entire bunny head until I ran out of burlap. Once I got to this part, I found it easier to pull the burlap through the little square. Next, I'm going to cover the bottom of the bunny ears. Now, if you're going to add flowers like I did, you can skip this step because obviously the flowers will cover it. But if you don't want to, then just go ahead and follow the step. Once the glue dries, you're going to want to do the same step and pull it tightly, cut it, and glue it down. Repeat the same step on the other side. Once you're done covering the bottom of the ears, you're going to want to finish wrapping the bunny head. So I just took a small piece and glued it to the back and wrapped it once and cut it again, fold the end, and glued it. Now that we're done with the bunny's head, this is what it will look like. Next, we're going to want to take your burlap, fold a piece down, and cover the neck of the bunny. What I did was measure it to the size that I needed, turned it around and just cut it, and then I went and glued it down. Next, we're going to continue wrapping the burlap onto the bottom half of the bunny. You're going to take your piece of burlap, glue it down. Once it's dry, you're going to want to start wrapping it around. And again, as you did before, you're going to want to take the burlap and give it a nice tug. Make sure that it's tight each time that you wrap the burlap around the bunny. This way it prevents the burlap from unraveling. So I ran out of burlap, so what I did was fold the end and glued it down. I got some more burlap, glued it to the back, and continued to wrap it around the bunny. Once you get to the end, you can either cut it and glue it to the back or fold it like I did and glue it to the front. So here it is, our burlap bunny. I think it turned out really nice. Okay, so next I'm going to teach you how I make my bows. I'm not the best bow maker, but I will walk you through the steps of how I made mine, so just bear with me. You're going to want to take the ribbon of your choosing and fold it in half, and you're going to want to fold it to the size of the bow that you want. Once you've decided on the size, you're going to want to trim it. Now you're going to want to take your bow and fold it accordion style, so you're going to push one side in and the other out. Once you get that, you're going to put it aside and grab your ribbon, and now we're going to measure out the tail. So I measured it out to the length I wanted. Once I reached the length, I went ahead and cut it. You're going to want to go ahead and get your bow again, fold it accordion style, grab your tail, and you're going to want to make sure that the ends are even, and pinch them together in the center. Kind of twist it around, make sure that it's facing the right way. Once you get that, you're going to take a rubber band or whatever it is that you want to tie with. I went ahead and grabbed some twine and just wrapped it around a few times. Once I wrapped it enough times, I cut it and then glued it to the back. So I ended up trimming the bow again just because I felt it was a little too long. So I went ahead and cut it to the length I wanted it, folded it in half, and went ahead and cut it at an angle. So I decided to add some carrots. I took 2 of these carrots that I found at the Dollar Tree, glued them together. Once they were completely dry, I took some twine and wrapped it around a couple of times until I got the look that I wanted. So I wanted to add a little bow in front of the carrots, so I took some twine and kind of tied it like a shoelace, pulled the strings until I liked the size of the loops of the bow, went ahead and trimmed it to the size that I wanted. Then I'm just going to take some hot glue and glue my bow to the front of the carrots. Next, I'm going to find where I want to place them, put a generous amount of glue, and then glue it down where you feel it looks best. So here's our burlap bunny. I think it looks super cute, turned out really nice. I think it looks great this way, but I wanted to add some sunflowers. I made these sunflowers out of cardstock. I will be doing a different video on that, but I just thought that it would give it a prettier look. So I went ahead and placed them where I wanted to, and then just started gluing them down. Then you're just going to want to gently press them down until they completely dry. I absolutely love the look that the sunflowers gave it. You can add any flowers that you like. So now you're going to want to take your bow, put a generous amount of glue on the back, and glue it to the center. Here is the finished burlap bunny. I absolutely love the way it turned out. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, bye!